Well, good morning, Wolfpack. That was Bumford and Sons. Hey, you hear that, Julia? Oh, she's not joining us yet. Good morning, everybody. Sorry about the mix-up. How many of you went to the module and you saw there was no link? Anybody?
Me.
Me. I apologize. I sent out a quick group text to just a handful of you. I didn't have time, but I apologize. I forgot to publish. So I apologize. So anytime that happens, you go on there and say where it is, please throw me a quick text because I do make a mistake or two once or twice a year. No, I did. But hey, the music was my favorite, Mumford and Sons. I was calling them Bumford and Sons, right, Julia? Yeah. So just to have a little fun with some good tunes this morning. I want to welcome Rebecca and Julia, who are here in the studio or in the school with us today. So good to have you girls. Crystal, good morning. Kiara, Natalie, and Skyla, thanks for joining us here today.
Morning.
Good morning. Great. And I appreciate you responding to our group text. Hey, folks, there was a lot of happenings over the last 24 hours since we last chatted. Some of it I wanted to just talk briefly about today. I don't want to scare you or throw some new twist in, but the end of the marketing period is next Tuesday, so one of the factors I want to push out in our webinar today is please reach out to me, and maybe take a look at your courses, how you're doing. That's where I really appreciate having Julia and Rebecca in today, just to kind of have a clear picture of where we're going. And speaking of where we're going, juniors or seniors or sophomores or really anyone in the high school realm, if you're really interested in a progress report, hey, let me know. I can email it to you. I can print it when you get your face-to-face, how many credits you need. We've really been breaking that down and seem to be caught up. So if you need that documentation, reach out to me and let me know. I can send a quick email. So we did a couple of those this morning. So anyway, there's others I want to share today. I want to really kick off and not only promote but mention. So let me share my screen. Good morning, Sean. Welcome. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good, man. Good to see you virtually today, buddy. So welcome. So hey, let's get onto the agenda. Some items I want to really kick off tomorrow. You can take a look at the screen is our guest speaker series, speaker number 4. If you want to know about who it is, what their topic is about, I'm excited because I have a personal connection to this individual. They travel the country and has spoke throughout many different avenues, from the Pro Football Hall of Fame at Canton, Ohio. This person was a guest speaker to a conference clinic camp there, to leading of Marines, to leading of companies and corporations in the greater Iowa area and beyond. He has spoken in states throughout the country, such as Texas, through corporate trainings, has even come up here to Mason County to speak at the Vietnam Traveling Wall. Our guest speaker coming up is really a high energy, impactful kind of message I think you'll enjoy. I also want you on your own. I'm not going to play it today, but you can see a little link. Where is it? Okay. Right down here in the bottom, you see a little square video. If you want to watch it, get a little teaser, watch it on your own. And it'll tell you a little bit about who is this speaker. This speaker is my brother. I will tell you that his name is Sean Quinlan, and I'll go over his story. He's got a fascinating story. I mean, I could tell you stories about him as a child. Really, I see him flourishing just as he was when he was my younger brother. So he is an amazing, I think, individual, and I look forward to having him as our guest speaker series. Live from Waukee, Iowa, which is a suburb of Des Moines. So you don't want to miss it, really. And I appreciate all of you attending tomorrow. Check on that link, little video, if you want. I'm going to play some of that tomorrow morning before we go on the air and introduce him tomorrow. So guest speaker series, speaker number 4 for this year. Look forward to that. Any wonderings or questions at this point? Just want to kind of kick that out to everybody. Awesome. So good to have all of you here today because of many factors. Number one, Yes, there's NWA. I'm gathering all that data. I want to finish it up in the next 2 weeks. But also really good pushing out what's going down the road for you and expectations in the virtual world. The most challenging part of virtual is setting up a schedule system and being able to be productive at home. It is. It's hard. And I want to just push out to everybody today. I'm not going to show you an example, but I met one-on-one at a library with a student, and the person said, I need help. And I knew what help this individual needed. And we basically walked out of that short meeting for an hour yesterday with a schedule. All it was is a simple, how can I organize and schedule my day more effectively? So we had a great conversation for an hour, walked away with a good paper. Actually, this person wanted it so they can put it right up on their wall. A customized schedule of how I can really schedule my day. They really were struggling in creating systems for themselves. And I really admire them for asking me, hey, I need help. So I enjoy doing that, and I don't have all the answers. I enjoy doing it because I come alongside of you, and basically I just interviewed the person. I said, what do you normally get up? What time? What does your day look like? Is work a factor? What are those factors? So we really came up with a solid schedule. So if that's you, reach out to me. I'd be happy to do that with you, okay? Also, before I get into kind of the main topic of today is really continue to reach out to me to schedule one-on-one meetings. Really do that. Reach out to me. Crystal, I want to talk to you after today's meeting. I like to have a face-to-face here. Haven't been down to see you in a while, so I want to kind of continue to do that. So if anybody else needs that continued support, let me know. All right? Now, the question I want all of you to do right now, and I'd like everybody who's here live, and even if you're watching this recorded, by the way, speaking of recorded, this is awesome. I want to just do a little shout out, if I may, to this young lady. She missed the webinar. She clicked on it. She knows where to go on the home page. And I think she did everything but shared it with me. Alyssa Harvey, thank you. She missed the webinar but wanted to get credit for it, so she filled out the short little questionnaire. And the only thing I'm going to ask Alyssa is to click on the share because I never got it. So have her share that with me. So if you're wondering where all that's at, as I went over earlier in the webinar, it's on the home section. I'll scroll up. You click on home in the upper right-hand corner there. You'll see it. Scroll down in case you missed the webinar. So that was awesome. So for those who are watching us live, I want you to do this right now. For those who are watching recorded, click on how can I support you better. Go ahead and do that now. I'll wait. You should come to the document. Looks like this. It's a copy, it's individual, it's private. So we're not doing a public piece. This is just between you and I. And I'm going to have this up for the next couple of days, even before tomorrow's guest speaker. I'm going to pop this up there. So if you haven't, and if you just joined us, I see Alexis just joined us. Good morning, Alexis. Lucas, great to have you here this morning. You just joined us. I'm at today's webinar, and I clicked on this link number 3. How can I support you better? And you click on it, you have a copy. So by opening it up, and this is what I really need your feedback. I know it's hard if you're in a classroom or in a virtual setting, and I want you to be honest. I really want you to feel you can say anything you want and really be honest with me, because you're not hurting my feelings, first of all. You're communicating openly about where your needs are. And if I'm going to say I'm going to help you and close that gap to help you be successful, I need to hear your needs. So just type in your name. How can I support you better? And maybe just reflect on these 3 questions. Number 1, I'm feeling good about what? What are you feeling good about in your schoolwork? This process we're doing at G2S. If you want to talk about outside of school, that's fine too. But what are you feeling good about this virtual experience? Number 2, challenges that you're faced with. The young man I just mentioned yesterday, he was really challenged with scheduling and structuring his day. He has a hard time sleeping. He gave me his sleep schedule. We're working on some other things to help him with that. And he felt walking away from that meeting, hey, this gives me better purpose to get up a little earlier. So I kind of customized a schedule around his sleeping patterns, so the best I could. So that's a challenge for him. And really the 3rd question I want to ask is where I'm really seeking your help is how can I support you? Could you support me by? Please be specific. I need more support by connecting with me more in a virtual setting, or get out here and visit with me face-to-face more often, or These are some of the needs. I'll do the best I can to support you in that. What questions or wonderings do you have about that task? I just want to reach out and make sure that's vital on your radar right now. Anybody? You know, one of the things that comes to mind, Sean, this really impacts you, is I talked to the third, my goal this week is to get to Baldwin. Unable to happen because I want to have at least 3 individuals. Sean, it looks like it's really going to happen.
Awesome.
Be very helpful to you, okay?
Cool.
Yeah,
Sweet.
for next week, Sean, because tomorrow I'm a road warrior. After our webinar, I'll be on the road visiting. So, Sean, we're looking definitely, it looks like our 3 Baldwin people are going to want to meet at Pompeii. So have a little lunch, eh? Sound good?
Yes, sounds great.
Yeah, cool. Now, you know, that would be an example for Sean. If Sean was right, I'd like Sean to do that right now. You could support me more by making a personalized trip to Baldwin. That would be a great one Sean could put down if he wants to, okay? So anyway, that's some, I just wanted to share openly, Sean, with the team. Would be a good example.
Okay.
Continue to support you, okay? All right. Hey, I've got about 4 minutes. I kind of want to keep these webinars within the 15-minute frame and really get an opportunity to listen to you more. And sometimes when I say listen to you more, this document you just did is a way of listening too. So I don't expect you to, I kind of like to have us more of a two-way conversation than just me, but I understand. Okay? So one of the areas that got me thinking, and you do not have to do this, but I'm going to click on that picture that says creating your own support system. You don't have to do this at all. You could just sit back, have a cup of coffee, and just kind of lean in and listen if you'd like, okay? Support is my theme today, and I want to be very vulnerable here a little bit, somewhat. I said the most important word in the English language last night because it was based on 2 factors, and I really like you to kind of tune in and listen to this a little bit because I think you may be in the same boat. Yesterday I talked about distractions and priorities. What's the difference between the 2? And I said no yesterday because it was not a distraction, but it was a priority, but it was this one extra thing on my plate that was too much. And I said no to a morning commitment that is important to me with friends, but yet I said no for the right reasons. The distractions were getting the best of me. And meaning that I was being pulled in so many directions, I had to contact a group of people and say, no, I cannot. And you may think, what's so big deal about that? That's a tough word for some of us. It is for me. And so it got me thinking late last night as I was working on a priority, not a distraction, of creating my own support systems. And I think these things can answer that question that maybe you have. We're going to go over this a little bit. I just have what I call 5 components of what I call the Wolfpack Way. How do you create your own? And really, think about your own life and where you're having a hard time. You feel you're in a virtual setting, you're by yourself, or outside of school, you feel like I'm isolated, or feel like I'm not really connected, or have that support I need. And we're all there. I'm not going to get into vulnerability about how I may have had one years ago, but there's times in our lives where it can suck you right down. And number 1, I have some key components I think will really work, is really know what you want. I need a support system. I've got my wife, my family, my friends, my work family. Even you're all part of my support system, meaning that I gain joy and I gain fulfillment from that. And so really, number 1, there's 5 factors I want to share with you of developing a positive self support system is really make a list, write it down. Start thinking about it. For example, when I said no yesterday, I said no to the most important thing that's in my life, but I said no because it was just one extra thing. So I got to know who I am and what I need. So how about you? You know, to get a support system and you're not connected where you need to be, start making a list. Where are you at? What kind of support you desire? Some people who may have a problem, the first solution to that problem is admitting you have one. And so that's self-reflection. Number 2, an important piece. This is so important for all of us, and you'd all admit it. You cannot deny this. Build the bonds with existing family and friends you have. Don't try to go out and find more friends on Facebook. I got 4,000 friends when nobody really cares about you in that sense. And don't choose your identity through a social media platform. Because when they're all said and done, they're really true those people who bond with you as your family and those in your close circle. And really call a friend, arrange a time to get together. I got a buddy named Ronnie Martin, suffers from PTSD because of what he saw, horrific things at Vietnam. He reached out to me the other day and said, I miss you. What is he telling me? He's telling me that, hey, we need to get together. So that's my little red flag goes up. We have breakfast tomorrow morning and just to chat and really create. I'm not taking applications for new friends. I know there's things that happen. It's those are the friends that are important to me. So call a friend today, make an arrangement, get together with somebody that's important to you. All right. Number 3, embrace your interests. And someone goes, oh, I don't have any interest. Yes, you do. You have things that bring you joy. I know there's some people here who love writing. They love poetry because poetry takes them to a place. Or they love, even if it's video games, there's something about the interaction with that game that brings you joy, the competition, the connections you have with people, whatever it may be. I love this little poster, Embrace Your Inner Geekness Day. You know, and that's what I did last night. I basically said no, and I'm going to do the things that are really important to me. So take some time today in your day. What are the things that bring you joy, whether it's a niece, a nephew, a child, a brother, a sister, but put some time today aside for you. Mine was writing. I did that this morning. I wrote. Another component, as we wrap up here today, expand your network. Reach out to someone you normally don't do. There is somebody here at G2S Academy that I always pride myself on 3 things about people I meet. I should be able to know 3 things about the individuals, people that I'm with, whether they're students or people I work with. And if I don't know 3 things about them, then I got to do a better job. There are some people that I work with that I don't know. I can't answer that. It doesn't mean it's my business to go stick my nose in their business, but maybe I need to listen better. So who can you reach out today to someone new and introduce yourself to someone you don't know? Sometimes it's anxiety-ridden, but expand your connections. Because when you expand your connections, you expand your world. You really, truly do. People you meet, books you read, places you go, it's a huge impact of who you are, where you want to go. And finally, I just want to end with this, because our time is up. I really think it's important when you think about creating your own support systems, your own personal support system, is really create your own. Be intentional by creating an opportunity to control your day. Don't let your day control you. For example, get up in the morning, first thing you do, maybe take deep breaths. Think about your day. Maybe I know people make a list of 10 things they're grateful each morning they get up. Seriously, they list down. My sister does this. She writes down 10 things she's grateful. She gets up in the morning. She does some breathing. She does some meditation. She writes in a journal. That's my sister. My sister inspired me. I got doing it. I got off track. But it's really creating your own support area, a place where you can think about your day and control your day. I'm telling you, I guarantee it. Trust me, if you take control of your day, you're going to have the results of your day is going to be so much more positive than it is when the day controls you. Doesn't guarantee you're going to have a great day. It just controls you that you'll be able to respond to those factors. Hey, finally, Kenny, I know he's not out there right now, but take action today, man. Kind of scary when I use that blowtorch picture of Kenny. No, it doesn't mean start blowtorching the world here, all right? It means take action and try something of those 5. I think that will make a huge difference. So with that being said, there's just so many other factors, I think, when we talk about creating support systems for yourself. And really some pieces. I don't expect you to go out today and say, I'm going to do all 5 of those and see how it works. Good luck. I would just choose one. Maybe you're right after the webinar today. Make a list of things you're grateful for. Maybe make a phone call to somebody. Maybe reach out to me. Hey, I haven't really stayed connected with you. I should probably reach out to you a little bit more and really tell me what you need to do, what I can help to support you. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. I'm really excited about tomorrow's guest speaker series, not only on a personal level, but professionally. I think you'll really take heed to some of the message. And this guy is he's a little high energy. He's my younger brother. And I love it because it makes me sharper. But come prepared and take a moment to look at that video down there. Take a look at the video on your own. I'll show a little bit of it tomorrow, but I think you'll be like, wow. It's a story ESPN Sports did them on Super Bowl Sunday 2 years ago. They heard so much about what he was doing in the school that he worked at. He was 27 years in the Marine Corps, later went on to ROTC instructor in high school. I think you'll enjoy his story and take away some wisdom. Thoughts, questions, comments, hostilities, complaints?
What's your email?
My email or his?
Yours.
Mine. Mine's PQUINLAN. It's P Quinlan.
Awesome.
Most often, if you just type in PQUINLAN at g2sacademy.net.
I did PQ and nothing came up, and I was like, I don't remember how to spell that.
All right. QUINLAN. I can send me a text, Sean, and I can text it to you, okay?
All right. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, bud. Hey, everyone. Have a great, blessed day. Crystal, stay in line a little bit afterwards. We'll chat. And the rest of you have a blessed day. Stay connected. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow.